Is there?
I have a delivery for a Chloe Morgan Ashton.
What are you here to deliver?
Well, actually, I have 3 things. So why don't you tell me? Here, take a sniff of that.
Roses.
Very good. Okay, ready for the second one? Okay. Open your mouth. Little bite.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Mmm.
Well?
One of Grumio with these chocolate truffles.
Very good.
Okay. I'm ready for number 3.
So am I. Morning, beautiful.
I assume that door is closed.
Uh-huh.
I saw that.
He's just trying to make me jealous.
Is it working?
No. Hey,
Hi.
you're out of ICU. That's gotta be a good sign.
So is the food better on this? Chocolates from...
Brussels. And the way you all keep plying me with candy, I'm gonna gain 10 pounds by the time I'm out of here.
How's my patient?
Not very patient, Doctor.
So, are you starting to see any colors or shapes?
Not yet. But I should be, shouldn't I? You said it might take 72 hours, and it's been past that. So what's up, Doc? Why can't I see?
You remember that I mentioned that the CT scan picked up something, some minute fragments of bone from the fracture. It's possible that your blindness is being caused by one or some of those fragments putting pressure on your optic nerve.
So, what can we do about that?
Well, if the problem resolves itself, we're fine. If it doesn't, we may decide to go in and surgically remove those fragments and release the pressure from your optic nerve. However, at this point, surgery is my last resort.
Why?
Because Chloe may get well on her own, or the swelling may go down.
Are there disadvantages to waiting?
If the bone fragments are putting pressure on her nerve, then we need to remove them.
And you can't tell that from a CT scan?
Unfortunately, no. The CT scan is less than precise. There could be a pressure causing the impingement that we can't detect.
Well, that sounds like a time for surgery then.
You know, if it was anything other than brain surgery, I might agree, but the area that we have to go into is the center of the brain, and I don't want to make things worse, especially if they could go away on their own.
So what you're saying is you just think it's too early to take that kind of a risk?
Yes, I do.
So your advice to me is to just wait a little longer?
Yes. And I've already consulted with probably the best neuro-ophthalmologist in the country. She's at UCLA, and she agreed. So, it's been a lot of information, hasn't it? And I think you should just take some time, think about it. I'll come back later, and I'll answer any questions you have, all right?
Okay.
In the meantime, the best thing for you to do is to make a concerted effort to relax, okay? Because stress raises your blood pressure, which is not going to help this problem. If you start to see some shapes or some colors, you call the nurses, they'll have me paged. And I'll check back in with you. Okay?
Thank you, Doctor.
Bye.
Thanks, Tony.
I think we need a third opinion. I think we should find a specialist who's performed this surgery before with a high rate of success and just hear what he or she has to say.
I think we should give Chloe a few minutes to take in what Tony said.
Actually, I think I'd rather just be alone for a little while.
Okay.
Okay, you got it. We will be right back. So you'll call if you need anything, okay?
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Nice try, but I know you're still there.
Do you want to discuss those options, or would you rather rest?
You know, I really would rather just be by myself, I think.
Okay. But it won't be far.
Okay.
I love you, Chloe. I know that it must be scary for you, but you're not alone. And so far, no one has said anything that makes this hopeless. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get through this. And we'll get your sight back. See ya.
You heard what Tony said. If Chloe waits too long, she will suffer permanent nerve damage and never see again.
That's not what Tony said. What, did you tune out the part where he said that surgery could end up causing more problems, all to fix something that could go away by itself?
Ultimately, Chloe's decision.
She's gonna want our opinion. Tony Jones was on trial for kidnapping that baby last year. Now look, I'm not suggesting that we book an OR. I'm just saying that maybe it's time to bring in a specialist. So, in case Chloe does decide to opt for surgery, we're ready.
She doesn't need the stress.
When did you become a man of inaction? We can help her. She needs our help. And we are wasting precious time.
Well, in your haste, are you willing to take responsibility if Chloe goes permanently blind? Come on, Ned, stop trying to be the hero here and think of her.
I am. Remember about the bone fragments? Do you understand that any one of them can cause irreparable damage?
Chloe? Hey, come here, come here.
Be careful of the glass. Be careful
Yeah.
of the glass.
What happened? Huh? Come here, get you back to bed. Come on.
I was just looking around on my own.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm still here.
I know.
You know, I still don't think you realize how much you mean to me.
No, I think that you feel sorry for me, but you really don't need to. There's nothing here for you to fix by painting some rosy picture of my perfect recovery. Either I will have to have surgery, which I will deal with, or I'll be blind, which I will also deal with. But either way, it's my problem. It is not your problem. And I just need to figure it out. So really what I need for you to do is go. So if you could just go, that would really help me out, Jack.
Chloe, no. This is my problem too, because I love you. Do you understand that? I love you. So you're gonna have to deal with that. Come here. Just let it out. Let it out. It's okay. Let it out.
Jax, I don't want you to love me because I can't see. Or because somehow you think that's going to give me the encouragement to get through this?
I started to love you in the gazebo in the rain. You were hobbling around with your broken heel. I loved you when you were soaking wet on the sand. You were still laughing. You were sitting here with me when Jerry was in this hospital. Flying around the world. New Year's Eve. And every other time I've ever seen you smile. I didn't say I loved you because I thought that I would always have time. So don't think that it's a mistake or a lie, me saying it now. Okay, the only mistake is that I didn't say it sooner. Now, Chloe, when you were hit by that car, I realized that I could lose you. And I'm not gonna let that happen. Okay, we'll fight this together. And if your blindness ends up being permanent, then we'll learn to live with it. But I am not willing to give up hope for your sight yet, and neither should you. Look, I know you're scared right now. That's understandable. But I also know that you're a fighter. It's one of the things I always loved about you. I love you, Chloe. Like I said before, learn to deal with that.